Greetings everyone, MechWarriorZero here. I finally ordered some new things. One of them I can't show. Okay, I bought two component to HDMI Upscaler boxes. One is the cheap one for $18, and I bought this one. This is $40. See, component in to HDMI out, and it has a button to change the resolution for this. So if 480p goes in, it'll come out 720p 1080p through HDMI. Same thing with the cheap version. So there's two others that are similar to this with different names, so I may buy those two, because you never know when you may need extra upscalers and stuff. You know, you never know, one may not work, because my AT Mini Pro doesn't do 480p, only 720p, 1080p, 1080i, and so forth. So the $18 one is the one I got hooked up now, and it's upscaled. It also has a button too. It does 720p 50 hertz, 720p 60 hertz, 1080p 50 hertz, and 1080p 60 hertz. It's because of the monitor frequency. So at least it doesn't make the loading screen here dark. It's perfect. It's not too dark or so. It's perfect. But after I show you a short video of the cheap one, which I can't show you because I got it hooked up, but when I will start testing this one, I can show you the cheap model, the cheap version. The other thing I bought did the same thing, sort of like this, but it only does composite video. You know, the yellow connector. So it does composite to HDMI, and it upscales it like. Uh-oh. I didn't realize I really touched a button on my thing, so I don't know if it recorded that. A little boo-boo. It shouldn't. So the other thing I bought is alright, you know, to connect to the TV. Say like if your TV or monitor doesn't support 480p, you know, that only supports 720, 1080p, but it doesn't support 480. You can use that adapter because it has a switch on the side for 720p, 1080p. Even though it does composite video. Yeah, see, the loading screen is perfect. It's not dark. I tested it just a few minutes ago to make sure everything's correct and everything. And I had to make sure the resolution was set at 1080p, 60 hertz. So here is an up close of the Mad Cat back. I wish you can do the front too, but you can't. Now, since I'm using the camera's microphone to record audio to the ATM, I'm still waiting for a headset. The seller, the one that I bought, which was over here, goes on the ear. It's just a mic. So, but when I do record in-game chat, I'll use the let me see if I have it here. Sorry, I know. The chat communicator thing plugs into here. Then I got a splitter connect the my Turtle Beach headset to the splitter. Then it'll have another cable running from the splitter to the microphone input on my ATM Pro. That way I can capture my voice and in-game chat. So if we use in-game chat, it will record that, and that's what I want to do. Record in-game chat. So see, like the original Xbox headset has one speaker, one mic, so it uses a TSR connector, a 3-pin connector. The left channel is my mic, and the right channel, which is the speaker, will be on the right channel on the mic channel. So when you watch the video, you hear me on the left channel and hear everybody talking on the right channel. So and also I can adjust the volume if the chat and my mic is a little too loud. Plus I can lower the volume on the ATEM Mini Pro and like increase the in-game audio, if the in-game sounds and everything is too low, I can just increase it. When I went and we re-watched the MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries trailer for Xbox, a lot of people commented about MechAssault in it, and I hope all my MechAssault players see all the comments in the trailer, because a lot of them saying that they should bring back MechAssault, both MechAssault and MechAssault 2 Lone Wolf. Some say that they should get a third sequel to MechAssault 2, like MechAssault 3, but not like MechAssault Phantom War for Nintendo DS. Ah, crap, missed it. And since now MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries is on Xbox One and up, you could play it like MechAssault. Set the camera to be behind the mech, but you probably have to increase the movement, the torso movement, like this and this. Probably have to increase that. to match Mech Assault. Missile power up. There we go. Yeah, I wish I can pause the recording while I'm recording. So what I may do is record this and record 2 videos. This one for the cheap component to HDMI Upscaler, then record another video of the second one, then use DaVinci Resolve to combine the 2 videos. I really wish I can get DaVinci Resolve Studio, but it's $300 freaking dollars just to buy the freaking license key. So what I wish is if someone has DaVinci Resolve Studio, could they let me use their license key? That way I have the full version of DaVinci Resolve. That's what I use for video editing, even though the free version is free, but I would like the Studio Pro version. That way I'll have all the features. You know, they haven't put out any more backwards compatibility games, original Xbox games on Xbox One. Really need to get off their butts and have all original Xbox titles backwards compatibility to Xbox One. Because what happens if your original Xbox console dies? You know, like hard drive, the motherboard, the power supply, you know. You never know that everything on the original Xbox may no longer work anymore since it's an old console. And since the Xbox 360 can play some titles of the original Xbox, but for Mech Assault, it only plays Mech Assault 2 Lone Wolf. It doesn't play Mech Assault, and they should have made it able to play the first Mech Assault. why Microsoft doesn't do like Nintendo and PlayStation. PlayStation, they have the PlayStation Classic Mini, which is a small PlayStation that emulates the system and plays most games, but you can add other games to it and play. And Nintendo Classic and Nintendo Super Classic, the Super Nintendo Classic. Why can't Microsoft do something like that for the original Xbox? Original Xbox Classic. Make it to where it will play the original Xbox games. You know, have a better, faster processor, more memory, better storage, you know, stuff like that. But I doubt they can emulate the original Xbox, even though there's emulators that sort of run certain original Xbox games, but it barely plays MechWarriorZero. Now, I don't mind our fan-made version of MechWarriorZero, which is Wolves. It's just not the same as MechWarriorZero and MechWarriorZero 2 Lone Wolf. It's not like this anymore. It's, you know, I don't mind it, but I would like the style of the original MechWarriorZero and MechWarriorZero 2 Lone Wolf. It's like the mechs are too fast, too bulky, clunky, like when they jump and when they shoot. It's not the same as both MechWarriorZeros. If they use the same game engine that Day One Studios used when they created both MechWarriorZero, then it would be much better if they used the same game engine that Day One Studio used when they created both MechWarriorZero games. Or take CryEngine, which
30 seconds remaining.
Both MechWarrior Online and MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, they use the CryEngine software when they created both those games. So why not we use the CryEngine software to create the new MechWarriorZero game? It'll be an updated version. It won't be the same as MechWarrior Online or Mercenaries. Okay, I am going to plug in the other one this one, first I'll have to plug it to the TV so I can use the button to, and the power cable. So here's the power cable. I don't know if it's long. I may have to use one of my USB power cables that have the same plug. If I have a plug that will fit that. Yeah, don't you just hate it when you get a power supply and they give you like 1 to 2 meter long power cable. Yeah, I may have to use one of my USB power cables with this, because it's short. So once I stop the recording, okay, then once I record the second video, I'll combine the two in DaVinci Resolve video editor, and then I'll upload it, upload the video to YouTube. So once I stop it here and record the other one, once I combine it, you'll see right after this, boom, be in the second video. So let's do that. So let's plug in this other one and see how this is compared with the cheap version. See what's the difference. It probably won't be any different, probably just be the same, you know, but you never know. One could be better, one could be worse. So let's see how the. Okay, welcome back. I finally plugged in the other component to HDMI Upscaler. I think this one's a lot better, look more brighter than the other one. It's just a little darker. So I sat there pressing all the buttons. It started at 720p, then 1080p. When I pressed it again, then the screen went black, so I think it went to 480. Okay, so here's the $18 version. So you plug power in, the button's right there to change resolution. Now, I had to get comp links for this because I couldn't plug the component in. So I bought some comp links. See, they have the male, so I couldn't plug male to male, so I had to get female to female comp links like this for it. So this is the $18 one. I got this off Amazon. So YPBPR to HDMI. Now there are a similar item like this, but reverse, HDMI to component. So it's hard to find a component to HDMI because when you do a search, it always gives you HDMI to component models. I wish sellers put better description and tag these as component to HDMI, so you can find a better one. This is an upscaler too. It does upscale. So I will buy these other two when I get some money. Luckily, I got a check in the mail and I bought. I think this one is better than the cheap one, because if you notice on screen, it's much brighter, and when you look back at the beginning of this first video, you see it's just a tad darker. You know, just like the loading screen is a little dark, but this one is more bright. That's my Discord. So I am going the Summoner. Yeah, it's much brighter.
Destruction.
So here's a close-up of the back of the Summoner / Thor mech. Yeah, it's much brighter. And another thing on the hammer missile, I hate it. I hated that you have to build up a charge. Damn it. I don't know why most mechs don't have a defense like the Summoner. This one doesn't have a defense. If you're playing in a snow mission and it's snowing and it's cold and you fire your weapons, it builds up heat, the cold should dissipate the heat, not make it, you know, rise, you know. Or have it to where the heat won't build up when you're in a cold area. keep my eye on the record button. Make sure it's still recording. Oh yeah, in MechWarrior Mercenaries, if you're in this mode, in this view, you can only turn here and here. You can't do a full 360. I wish they fixed it to where you can have it where you can do a full 360 and play MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries on Xbox and PC like you're playing Mech Assault. That's what they should do.
Minutes remaining.
I think this one's better. It's more brighter, you know. You can leave a comment and tell me which is better, the cheap version or the $40 version. because the other one, the cheaper one, this one, I can tell if I have this one just plugged directly to the TV, it's about like this one here, the $40 one. But when I plug this in my 18 Mini Pro, it just makes it just a little darker, you know, like for the loading screen. So I think the $40 one is better, but there's two more, probably the same model, but they have different names. But I'll still get those and, you know, do a comparison for you. So if my fellow MechAssault warriors are trying to find cheaper ways to capture their gameplay, they can look at my video on these devices, because I can tell. You know, I could do grab my other Xbox, bring it in here, plug this one into the second Xbox, and do picture-in-picture. I don't know if I can do picture-in-picture. You know, have me here, like you see on the screen, and I probably have to reverse it to where probably have like this. So I'm trying to. How would I do that? Because I need to swap. Let me see. I need to switch. See, I can do this, but I can't swap the other way around. Just give me a second here. Let me fiddle with the controls here. See, it shouldn't show. See, it should. See, I need to change. Well, camera 2 to be here. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. So if I go to preview. Okay, I see. So when I set it to camera 1 in picture, it takes the same one from camera 1. But if I do it this way, see, on the program screen, it takes both. So I'm trying to it's a key. Okay, then picture. So we need. Yeah, I'm probably have to plug this, plug the network connection to this so I can do that, because somehow I have it set for that, but not. So let me plug the network in and control it through the software. So give me a second here. Show you what I'm trying to do. Okay. Okay, got the software plugged in, the network plugged in. Now I just gotta load the software controller, because I probably have to. Okay, so picture-in-picture should be. No. Okay. Preview. Okay, preview. Preview. So game, no. Shit. Ah, come on. So why can't I do this? Output. Okay, I got it. I had a settings. So I need. There we go. I had to change it in the DVE setting, fill source, and I had to change the fill source from camera to game. So now you can see the full me, and I have the game screen right here. Yeah, but you can see it's small. Now I can adjust that size. What I may think of doing is change my size smaller, you know, like switch it back to the other way around, but make the game smaller, so be split. So game Xbox One, Xbox player 1 here, player 2 here, split screen, but still have me here. That way I could show you down below. It's a little tricky with this AT Mini Pro. Shoot. I had to print out the manual. Oh, it's in the other room. I had to print out all the pages, then put them in a protective sleeve, put them in a binder. And so I may have to watch some YouTube video on how to do picture in picture in picture. 1 player, 2 player split screen with a camera, you know, like that. So I could do that. Show you. Have 2 Xboxes connected to the HDMI Pro. One connected to this, one connected to the other one. Then I'll have to do all the settings and everything. It's gonna take a while to figure all the settings and everything, because I already figured out how to make my face cam to be a circle. But the next thing I need to do is remove the background, which is the chair, the wall, and everything behind me. So it'll just be my head, you know, just floating there. So that's the next step I gotta do. So if you want this, leave a comment and like, and let me know if you want to see 1 player, 2 player split screen right here on this screen, and have me back up here showing you the difference between these component to HDMI upscaler devices. So if you want that, leave a comment, like below, and once I put this on Discord, all my Microsoft player friends see this, leave me a comment in Discord to let me know if you want to see this. But you have to bear with me, because I have to figure out how to do this in my HDMI Pro, because I have it sitting right here next to my gaming laptop, and I got my camera on a like a desk lamp arm, you know. So, and I can there's some other stuff I gotta get for it. I gotta get some zip ties so I can zip tie the HDMI cable to it, then the power cable so I can power the camera without having to rely on the battery, even though I got a second bigger battery for it. But because I really want my gaming laptop over there on my desk with triple 3 monitors, that way I can game and everything on it. But so since I have another mini desktop over there for a game, so I'll probably have to switch. I'll have to switch this back. Like this, then change camera 2 size. I'll have to figure out how to change. I may have to go to the DVE, put game. I'll have to rename the third one. Change the name game to game 1, and have the camera 3 switch to game 2. Then I'll have to change the size and position of it, so it will be a split screen. Then you can see the difference, difference between these two component to HDMI adapters that are upscalers. But if you want to see that, leave a comment below on YouTube and Discord. And if you want to support my channel, I'll leave my donation links, PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. It doesn't matter which one you use to help for me to make better content. I want to try to be like all those streamers on Twitch. Try to be a streamer, but I don't like to stream that long. Like what I'm doing here, like for 30 minutes or so. Well, depending on the length of the video, it will tell you how many minutes. But if you really want to see that, just leave a comment below and say you want to see 2 Xboxes on screen using these 2 different adapters. Or I could do 3. I got 3 Xboxes, the original Xboxes. This one that you're seeing here is TSOP mod, which I had a friend on Discord who does stuff like mods and repairs. Second one is soft mod, and my last one is just plain stock original. What I can do on the other one is use that other adapter that I was using, the composite to HDMI upscaler. So I'll have one with this one, second one with the new one, which I'll start be using, and the last one will be composite to HDMI upscaler. So that way you'll see the difference on video quality of the game, but I won't be able to switch to the one. Cause you won't be able to see it if I do that. Because if I press the 3 button black, 4th button black, then the picture-in-picture will be off. So I have to set each. Yeah, see, it doesn't save it. I have to do it manually. So if I switch, if I have it Xbox Player 1, Xbox Player 2, Xbox Player 3, I'll have to. So the only problem is, since button 2 will be this, and you'll have the 3 video windows, so button 3 will probably be player 2, and button 4 will be player 3. So button 2 will be this with the 3 windows. So I wish this thing had more. There is one. It's more expensive. Have more inputs. Now I could do is use a splitter, or no, a switch, 18 HDMI switch. Sorry. That I can use on. I wonder how I'll do this, because if I put the switch on button 3, yeah, this will take me a while to figure this stuff out. I wish I could take a class and learn video switching, editing, stuff like this, like the professional do. But trying to learn it, with my disability, it's gonna be a little hard. So, but if you do want to see that, just let me know. I'll have to first test it, and once I figure what, first test it, then jot down what to do to show you. Or have it like this. Have player 1, which you see now. Then when I press button 3, you'll see player 2. Then I have to switch to that, like that, on the fly. Then player 3 will be button 4 and that. So I have to do the picture-in-picture on the fly, because I can't Well, you can macros, because on the software there's extra blank buttons and you can set it to do that. So instead of doing it on the keypad here, I can just press these little buttons that I'll set up in the macros. That way it will still keep the picture-in-picture, but like player 1, press button 3 be player 2 with the camera, button 4 be player 3 with the camera, instead of doing it manually. Yeah, but if you do want to see that, just leave a comment down below on YouTube and leave a comment on Discord if you want to see that. The difference in quality of these adapters. So I gotta upload both files on my computer, then edit it, then I can upload it to YouTube. So this is MechWarriorZero. See you in the next video and the Battlefield if you want to play MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries on PC or Xbox. Let me know. See you then. Bye bye.